Good day everybody, CodeMongo from CreateBox, and today I will be teaching you how you can navigate from one website, one web page to another, to different kind of web pages. And if you are wondering how we got here, this is what we did in our last tutorial when I taught you guys about lists in HTML. And if you really want to know what links are to start with, now I am going to go to a site. Let's check out this site on Splash.com. Actually, this is where I get most of my images for my website, but this is not a promotion. I'm not promoting this website in any way. I'm just trying to lay emphasis on something. And if you come here right now, you see up here that we have explore, advertise, blog, and all that stuff. So if you click on any of this, it's going to take you to another page in the website. So now that is what links are. They help you navigate from one page to another and all that stuff. So now let's get back to our tutorial. And the only way we do this is I'm going to start from the very cool part, and the cool part is how you can navigate from your website to other pages outside of your website. And the only way we do that is by using the anchor tag. If you are going to put a link in your website, then you are going to use what we call the anchor tag, and the anchor tag is written like this. Let me take this off first, and we say open arrow A and that, and then open and close. This actually covered for me. I actually advise that if you want to learn how to code, you shouldn't be using like VS Code or stuff. I think you should be using like Notepad++. Go online, just type in Notepad++, you download it. It will help you cover these things, and it will make it really hard for you, but it's for best practice. And this is how you open A and you close it. This is how the anchor tag works, and it's not done. And when you open the anchor tag, you are going to put in an attribute that we call href, href, and then equals, and then to whatever you call it. All right, there you go. The next thing we are going to do, because by doing like this, you are not going to create any link by just writing a href and stuff. So you are going to put a name to the link, and the way you do that is by saying maybe if you are going to the contact page, you can just write like contact us. But in my case, I'm going to write page 2, and then this is not going to take you anywhere because there is no such page in your actual code. And the way you get a page in your code is by let's say coming here, and then you are going to create a new page, a new HTML file, and you are going to come up here. This is where you do the new file thingy. You create a new file, and then you put in the like I'll call mine page 2.html, and please don't forget to put the HTML extension at the end. So once you're done with it, you press enter, and a new page is created. And like I said, you can do this autocomplete stuff and HTML5, and boom, this is a new HTML page. And for us to know that we are in the second page, you are going to put in the let's say we use the h2. Let me use h1, open and close h1 tag, and then we say this is the second page, so we can know that we are in the second page. And by just doing like this, if you actually come and let's say you go to the live preview, this is how you do it. Go live, and you click here and you open. This is page, the index page, and this link will help take you to the next page. But if you click on here right now, nothing is going to happen because obviously you have not linked to this page. So if you keep clicking, just nothing will happen. And believe me, you don't want users to come to your website and be clicking on a link and the link will be dancing the whole red and purple stuff. So this is the advantage of the hyperreference. This is why we need the hyperreference. And what we're going to do right here, right now, is to put in the page, the actual page in your directory, the page 2. So you are going to just come in here. Since it is just, I'm still going to teach you about directory structure in this tutorial. You're just going to come in here and put in page 2.html and then save it. And then once you click on this page 2 now, boom, this is the second page. It's going to take you to the other page, and this is called a relative URL because it is relative to your website. It is relative to your web files, and you don't need. Now let me teach you what absolute URLs are. I think that way you understand the relative URLs very, very well. And if I come here, I can actually link to a page that is not in my website. Like I can go with https://google.com, and then if I come here like this and I click here, boom, this is google.com, and this is an absolute URL because it starts with this https. It takes you way outside of the website, and I think just having this https and stuff makes it the absolute URL because this is from the roots of the website. So if you are going to actually be linking to external pages in your website, then you are going to be using absolute URLs. I think it's best practice for me. People can argue that, I don't know, but for me, I will actually be using the absolute URLs if I'm linking to external pages in my website. There's another attribute you can add to your link tags, and it is called the title, and you can use this to explain what the link is all about. I mean, if it's going to anywhere, I don't know, you can just write anything. Maybe say this is the contact page, and by just having title, if a user gets to hover around this, I think it should, let me refresh that, over around this, I think yeah, there you go, this is the contact page. It shows it gives the user a little explanation on where the link or what the link is all about. I think it's actually best practice for some people, but let's move to other part. And the other part I'm going to talk about is the directory structure. This is how you are going to structure your web site, your web pages, so you can easily locate them. Okay, so this is where my web files are actually, and I have the index.html and the page2.html, and they are all in the same folder, in the same directory. Okay, so with this being said, now let me explain some things to you guys. Let's say this was actually inside a folder. Let me create a folder and call it pages, and then let's say this page 2 was inside pages. Yeah, move. And you are trying to link to the pages from the index.html. What you're going to actually do is you're going to come to the hyperreference and you are going to type pages / because it is inside the pages folder, pages / page 2.html. This is how you get it. Now if it is inside 3 folders down, you are going to keep putting pages / whatever folder till you get there. So if you don't do like this, you're never ever going to link to that page. Your users will be like, what is wrong with this guy? And maybe I was just kidding. So with the way things are going, let's say inside this page 2 you want to link back to page 1, and let's say under here you have another a tag, anchor tag, like that, and you have the href, and then you want to link back to page 1, and when you get there, because you don't want to be clicking on these arrows to link back to the page, so what do? You come in here, and yes, you write here home, you put in you name your link home, and then what you're going to do is you're going to move a folder back and then go to index.html. And how do you do that? You are going to do what we call, you're going to put it /. This takes it one folder back. Now if this file is stored inside 2 folders, you are going to say .. You're going to do it again. You can keep doing it till you get to the folder. So in this case it is just one folder back, so you are .. and then index.html. so with this being said, if I click on the page 2, you see it takes us to, this is the second page, and in the second page we can always click back, boom, it takes us back to the home page. So there is one other attribute I want you guys to know. A lot of people don't know this. I think it's best practice for some projects that you're working on. I think what you have to do is, let's say you want to open the page 2 in a separate tab, because most times you don't want to open it in this tab. Let me close this other tab. So most times you don't want to open it in this tab. You don't want this tab to be in that. You just want the new page to stay separate on its own for some reason, I don't know. So what do? You just come into this href, and then this is the second page. Go to the first page. You come in here and put an attribute called target. Now by default it is set to self, but so what this necessarily means is that when you click on the link, it opens on a separate tab. So if by putting target, by default the page 2 is if you click on the link now, it's going to open on this tab, and most times you don't want it to open on this tab, and by default this is set to what we call self. And if this is actually already opening on this tab, I don't see any reason why you would want to put self already in it. So what are you going to do? You're going to do something else if you want to open it on a separate tab. So what you're going to do there is you're going to put in blank if you want it to open on a separate tab, and don't forget to put the underscore in front. So if this is saved and you click, there you go, it works, it worked. So with this being said, I'm going to teach you some cool tricks that most developers don't know. It took me time before I actually knew this, but it's quite a little thing, and I want you to once you're done watching this particular tutorial about links, you are never ever going to look for any tutorial that teaches you things about links. And that is, let's say you want to send a mail to someone. You can actually do that with links. So let me say I take this out, let me take this blank out, but let's just leave it there. I think you want it that once you click on this link, it actually takes you to your Gmail account and you send someone a mail. What you do is type in mail to ... and then you put the person's email address. Mine is codemonger@gmail.com. Now if I actually click this, I'll be sending mail to myself. It does not make sense, but for you, on your own case, it's different. I could actually put yours here, but make sure you don't put your email address here. It doesn't really make sense. I mean, I don't even see why you would want to do something like that. So another one is, let's say, yeah, you want to call someone once you click on the link. Let's try this out. If I try this out, it would actually not open my mail client or anything, but just see what will happen. You see, now with this, you can, if I actually press OK, it will take me to my mail and I'm going to send someone a message. So with this being said, I can also make calls using this, and the way we do that, we can say tell, that's telephone, I don't know, and then I can put in that person's number, blah 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 blah. And if I click here now, you see it's about to make a call. So this is very, very nice, and most people don't know this, and I think it's a very nice thing for you guys to know. It's very beautiful. And in our next tutorial, I'll be teaching you guys about images, videos, and audios in HTML, and I want to teach you guys how you can actually make your images, videos, and audios downloadable using HTML links. So if you want to stay tuned and keep watching these tutorials and learning all this cool stuff, all you have to do is subscribe, like my content, and then comment. Let me see if there's something I can learn from you. So with this being said, I remain Codemonger from Creedbox. See you next time. Thank you.